Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to cover searching the EMPIAR archive. Here we're starting on the EMPIAR homepage. The EMPIAR homepage is fairly similar to the EMDB homepage in that it has the title up at the top which can be clicked from any part of the website. It then has a series of useful links along the top with some quick links down the side and some information at the top of the web page. Scrolling further down the web page, we'll see all of the depositions in the EMPIAR archive. These will be listed in date order with the most recent deposition first. This list can be searched using this search box here. For example, if I wanted to look at all entries containing the word ribosome, I could just type this in here and the list will be updated on the fly with all entries that contain the word ribosome. We can find out some basic information on these entries by reordering this list. For example, if we wanted to know the EMPIAR deposition with the highest resolution related ribosome, we can click this resolution button here and order all the entries according to resolution, with highest at the top. Here we can see that 1.98 angstroms is the highest resolution ribosome with an associated EMPIAR ID. We could also arrange this according to size, authors and title, which will arrange according to alphabetical order, dataset, which will be numerical order, or release date, which will either be newest or oldest first. If release date is clicked twice, the list will be returned to its original order. However, if we want to filter these results in a more advanced manner, we'll need to use the EMDB website. To search the EMDB website, we can scroll up and click Searches of all EMPIAR entries, or we can click the quick link on the right-hand side, which is EMDB, which will take us to the EMDB homepage. For the purposes of this talk, we're going to use this Searches of all EMPIAR entries button here, because it will take us to a predefined search page on the EMDB website, which contains all the EMPIAR entries, as shown here. For the purposes of this video, we're again going to search for all the ribosome entries, but in this case we're going to look for all the released ribosome entries, which have multi-frame micrographs associated with them in the EMPIAR archive. So to begin with, let's ensure they've been released by looking at the current status and setting it to rel, which is short for release. We then want to make sure we're searching for ribosomes. To do that, we're going to edit our query command. To learn more about query commands and the search functionality of the EMDB website, please take a look at our basic and advanced search tutorials, which I'll link down in the description. For the time being, for this query, we're just going to add and ribosome and click enter. This now returns a search page of 34 entries which all have the word ribosome in them. As you can see in the left-hand side here, we can choose micrographs multi-frame. So this query now returns all the ribosome entries that are released in the archive, that are in the EMPIAR archive, and which have multi-frame micrographs associated with them. We can see there are 24 entries in total, and if we scroll down, we'll see that they're all ribosomes, and they should all have multi-frame micrographs associated with them. Let's click on one of these. This returns us to the EMPIAR website, but now takes us to the entry page. We can see that this is the ribosome from the EMDB webpage. We have some information on the deposition, such as the publication, and the associated PDB and EMDB entries, size of the dataset, and so on. We can see that the dataset does indeed contain micrographs, and scrolling further down the page, we can see that these are indeed multi-frame micrographs. More information on the micrographs is here, and if we scroll further down the page, we can see that we can download the data. Before downloading the data, you're able to click this plus button to open up a list of the data in this folder, and by mousing over, you'll get this little eye icon. Clicking on this icon will present a low-resolution thumbnail of that image. You can close this with the X up here, and you can see now that only this data is ticked. So if you don't want to download the full 82.2 gigabytes, you can choose to download however many you want and then click the download button. You'll be able to download either using a sparer or download the full uncompressed zip file. We recommend using a sparer. This has been a quick video on how best to search the EMPIAR archive. Thank you for watching.